All right, so hopefully you had a little bit of fun trying to play hot cross buns, and hopefully that worked out for you well. Hopefully you understand what causes the squeaks and kind of strange sounds. The more you play, the less you're going to have those issues. Before we move on and learn two more notes, which will be pretty basic and easy, I want to make sure that when you do make your mouth formation, and I talked about the witch's chin, where you make it nice and firm, it's important that you keep it firm when we're playing, okay? And that'll make your sound. Now, if you don't have it firm, if you have it kind of loose and you're not really like keeping these nice and pulled back, you're going to have a sound that'll sound kind of like this. Okay, and you can kind of see that in my mouth when I'm firming up the corners and when I'm just kind of relaxing. Okay, and if you're doing it correctly, it's going to hurt here a little bit. You're going to have a little bit of pain the longer you play, for probably a week or two. If you focus on doing that and realize, okay, there's going to be a little bit of muscle pain because your face is not used to doing this, making that face. So it's going to take a little training in your muscles, and if you do that after a few weeks, it's not going to be painful at all. The best way to do this is just to make sure when you're practicing, you start like 10 minutes. 10 minutes here, 10 minutes there, put it down, pick it back up, do another 10 minutes, and just do small little chunks like that rather than sitting and playing the thing for an hour, okay? Because if you do that, I guarantee you, you're going to be a little sore here for a while, okay? So that's mainly a really important thing to know. Okay, so we just worked on the hot cross buns, or the E, D, C, and that's going down, right? Now, some music teachers like to teach the song Buns Crossed Hot, and that would be the same song, only backwards. Instead of going one finger, two fingers, three fingers, they start three fingers, two fingers, one finger. Like that. So go ahead, and if you want to explore with Buns Crossed Hot, that's fine. That's a good song to kind of practice. Okay, now as you go, and you notice when you had three fingers, as you lift up a finger, the sound goes higher. Okay, so when you get up to this first finger, the next finger, which is E, the bottom line, the next finger would be F, the first space, and you just lift up that finger. Now again, make sure you're checking your thumb right now. Okay, you don't want to be holding on or doing strange holding thing. Okay, thumb has to be just like that. Okay, so this one is kind of, you kind of have to make sure that you have a firm mouth so that your instrument, it doesn't knock out. So you keep your fingers kind of around your keys, but you don't bump them. That's F. Okay, and then there's one more note after F. So you already, on the second day of learning how to play the clarinet, I'm already giving you the 5 notes. And that would be G. G is what I call look mom, no hands. You're not using your hands at all except for your thumb on the bottom there. Now, if we had class where we were all together, I would be walking around and kind of bumping you to see once if you're keeping that firm. Okay, so that is what you want to do, is make sure you keep your mouth firm so that it doesn't wiggle around. If you're too loose, then you're probably going to have a really ugly sound. So keep it firm, keep it pointed, you're going to have a much better sound. Now, those are the 5 notes, and those are the only notes we're really going to learn for the whole rest of the week. So from this point on now, it's going to be just trying to get sound without squeaks and making sure we're not bumping keys, putting our reed in our mouth the correct way. And then one other thing that we need to do is we need to make sure that we're using a tongue, okay? And to play the clarinet, you don't want to be puffing your cheeks like that, okay? The only way you're going to know is if somebody's watching you and they can tell you if you are, or else if you're playing in a mirror. And I recommend that you do that. Like right now, go in the mirror and see once. Play your G. Are you puffing your cheeks? All right, notice when I'm playing, nothing is moving. There's just a slight little movement right here. And what I'm doing to get that sound is called tonguing. Okay, tonguing is something that you had to do with your recorders when you were playing, or at least your teacher was supposed to make sure that you were doing that. Hopefully you were. And tonguing means that you're going to use your tongue to start the note. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the tip of my tongue and I'm going to push it against the reed and kind of shut that hole. Okay, so I have my tongue sitting right here and it's pushing the reed against the hole. Okay, then I'm going to keep it there and I'm going to build up air so that it can come out. Okay, air wants to come out. And the way the way I get the sound is I take my tongue and pull it away from the reed. And it makes a tonguing sound. So your teeth are here, your tongue is here, and you push against the reed and you pull it back this way. So that's how you do that. So that's what you want to be doing when you're playing. All right, good luck with that.